Hello friends, welcome to my channel Code Concept. In this video I'm gonna introduce Python, and in this video you will learn what is Python, what is its data types of Python, where it is used. So let's start. The first agenda is what is Python. Python is a very popular generated purpose interpreted object oriented high level programming language with dynamic semantic, dynamically typed and garbage collected programming language. It is developed by Kaito van Rossum, and it is used for web development, software development in some area like mathematics, system scripting, and its use in other field like data analytics, app development. And for data analytics, it's used for visualizing graph like bar chart, pie chart, scatter plot, etc. I will explain in data analytics. So in this video, I am only introduce the where it is used. So let's move to the next topic. What can Python do? Python can be used on a server to create web application. Python can be used alongside software to create workflows. Python can connect to database system. It can also read and modify files. Python can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. Python can be used for rapid prototyping or for production ready software development, etc. It's mainly used in database system. Here Python can collect two database system like MySQL is using in Python for database. If you are using any code and you want to save in database, so you can combine the MySQL in Python and you can use it. So it's very useful. And let's move to the next topic. Data types. What is data types in Python? Mainly it's only 5 data types like list, string, tuple, numbers, dictionary. List is first I will define what is string, then integer. Integer is a number function. Then float. Float is also an integer but it's in decimal form. Complex form, that is ing form. List, tuple, set, dictionary, and bool like true and false. So string is string. I'm mentioning this string here. X is equal to hey, my name is Peter. String can be used in single quotes or double quotes only. And here X is a variable and this is a code in written in double quotes, that is string. Here I have used a one variable z, and in z I mentioned 28, that is in integer form. And here x is equal to 15.25, it's also an integer but here in decimal form, so we can say that it's float data types. Here x is a variable and I mentioned in x is equal to 5j, that is complex form. You have also read in ing form, that is complex method in mathematics. So here this is the same method. You can use in I plus j method both like 5i plus 5j, 2i plus 3j, etc. Okay. And their list I mentioned very in variable x is equal to Delhi, Indore, Hyderabad. In list we can only use in box uh, box brackets. Okay. And this is the same example in all the data types, that is in list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So here differences only in brackets. List can be used in only box bracket, tuples in square bracket, and set in curly brackets. Okay. And here dictionary is I mentioned x is equal to name is Jenny and age is 25. I have mentioned dictionary in key and semi key and value pair by using the separated by colon. So dictionary can be defined. We can use dictionary by key colon value pair. So here key is the name and value is the genie. Here age is key and 25 is the value. So we can use key colon value pair. Here boolean form, that is in true or false. That is I used x is equal to true or false. This is bool. I mean boolean. Move to the next topic. Difference between interpreter and compiler. What is interpreter and compiler? When you run any code in any IDE like Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm, etc., you use the all code and run. So compiler in executing the code. Uh, there are two executing, interpreter and compiler. So what is the difference between them? How it executes the code? So let's see here. A compiler takes a program as a whole while an interpreter takes single line of a code. It means that when you run the code in any IDE, like I take example Jupyter Notebook. When you written a code in Jupyter Notebook, like in a single one example, you use the code in a single line and you use the code in multiple lines. So when you execute every line in whole line in first time, so it's called compiler, and if it executes in a step by step, so it's called the interpreter. So we can say that interpreter can execute the code step by step and compiler can execute the whole line in one time. And the next difference is the compilers generate intermediate machine codes while an interpreter never generate any intermediate machine codes. I'm going to tell you what is machine codes. Machine codes means in the form of 0 and 1. Compiler, when you run the code, the compiler will generate the codes in 0 or 1 form, that is machine form. It's a compiler can understand only in machine language, that is 0 and n, 0 and 1. And as compared to compiler can understand the machine language, human language, that we can execute any other any language. Hey, I use the one example. Here I have used x is equal to hey, my name is Peter. That is a human language. So here you can say that compiler can understand the human language and interpreter can understand the machine language. That is the second difference. And the third difference is compiler takes less time to execute the code as compared to interpreter. In first line I already told to you, compiler can takes a program as a whole while an interpreter takes single line of a code. When interpreter takes single line as a code, I mean step by step, it means that it will take more time. And when compiler execute the whole code in one time, that it will take a very less time. So here I mentioned. And the next difference is in compiler errors are displayed after entire program is checked, while in interpreter errors are displayed after executing a single line program. This is the meaning is same, but it's some differences in that when you execute an interpreter, that interpreter can execute step by step, so error will come after single line, while compiler can execute the whole program in one time. So when you run a program, uh, For example, you written a one project in 100 lines and you execute that, comes some error after putting all the codes. But in interpreter, if you write one single line code and you find the error, so it will take a sign, it will give you a sign, here is an error. So interpreter is the best as compared to compiler. This is the basic of Python introduction. What is Python? What is where it is used? What is the data types and how it's execute? That is based on interpreter and compiler. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Code concept. In next video, I will tell you the all data type in explanation. What is list, sets, dictionary, string, and what is difference between them. For example, I will explain you with example. Then that's all for video for today.